Hi, friends. So I am honored to get to bring you just a small little Bible thought, even though our Bible study was canceled for tonight. And I wanted to do a little reading from my devotion this morning about a word that I am studying hard, and that is the word contentment. And contentment is the ability to be grateful where you are, even if where you are is not exactly where you want to be. And I thought that this might be a very good lesson right now, as so many in our group are going through some really hard times, are going through moments that they don't want to go through. They're going through seasons where it seems like it's one punch after another punch after another punch, and it's just like, why am I here? And contentment sometimes can be a challenge, and I get that. I have definitely lived in and been in those seasons, and most of the time, I didn't do it well. But recently, and in my maturity, I have realized that even in the hard seasons, you can find contentment. And so the first thing that I wanted to ask you to do would be, just like when I was teaching my kids or my teenagers, whenever I taught in church, I want you to look around. Quite literally, look around. Isn't there something that you can be thankful for? Most of the time, we get in our heads so much that we have the ability to miss what is right in front of our face. Sometimes we replay all the things that we don't have and all of the bad things that are going on so much that we can't see that there might be something actually pretty positive right in front of us, something that we could be thankful for. And so I challenge you first to just kind of look around and maybe make note of that. Contentment is the ability to be okay. I'm okay. To accept that where you are might not be where you want to stay. If you get stuck in a place where you don't want to be, if you decide to stay there, that is no longer contentment, that is complacency. I want you to see the hope, even though if you're not where you want to be, I want you to have enough faith that you can hope that maybe tomorrow you'll be somewhere else. But at the same time, be content in all things. And so tonight, the verse that I wanted to read to you is from 1 Timothy chapter 6. And we are going to start with at the end of verse 2. Okay. Teach and encourage these things. If anyone teaches false doctrine and does not agree with the sound teaching of our Lord Jesus Christ and with the teaching that promotes godliness, he is conceited and understands nothing, but has an unhealthy interest in disputes and arguments over words. From these come envy, quarreling, slander, evil suspiciousness, and constant disagreement among people whose minds are depraved and deprived of the truth, who imagine that godliness is a way to material gain. Okay, that's important. These people who are learning the not right way somehow think that their godliness will lead to material gain, but godliness with contentment is great gain. So that is 1 Timothy 6:6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. The gain is with the contentment, is the being at peace and the being happy where you are. And I shouldn't even use the word happy, because happy is deceiving. You can be content and not feel happy and not feel joyful. Every day with God is not filled with just happiness and it's all sunshine and rainbows. No. Learning to walk with God means being content. I am thankful where I am, even though this might not be where I want to stay. I want to continue verse 7. For we brought nothing into this world, and we can take nothing out. If we have food and clothing, we will be content with these. But those who want to be rich fall into temptation, a trap, and many foolish, harmful desires which plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evil, and by craving it, some have wandered away from the faith and pierced themselves with many griefs. But you, man of God, flee these things and pursue righteousness, godliness, faith, love, endurance, and gentleness. Fight the good fight of the faith. And guys, I wanted to read that to you because I think it's so pertinent and so purposeful in why we know each other. We know each other in this Bible group, most of us because we're promoters with Thrive and we work a business together. And recently we have really been talking about our purpose. And I want you to see that it's so easy to lose sight of what matters. And we want to work with the purpose of profit, obviously. But you guys know my theory. Like, if it's not bringing you peace and it's not bringing you profit, it might need to go away. And to be content is to walk with God and know that where He's leading you, where God is, that is where peace is. Being godly is not a guarantee, in our case, to land 200K. That shouldn't be your point. Christianity should not be your genre. It should not be your niche. It should be who you are. And what that means is that when that is inside of you, right now, wherever you are, that you will feel contentment. It's okay. If you're not exactly where you want to be, it's fine. Take God with you so that you have peace as you move along to your next place. If you're in a place right now where you have fear, I want you to understand that it is okay to have fear and to have the contentment of Christ in your heart. It sounds like a contradiction, but it's not. Guys, for whatever reason, I feel like maybe there was a reason in bringing you this message. Obviously, it's very short. It wouldn't be the full devotion that you would have received in our Bible study, but I still hope that it was useful to you. So, godliness with contentment is great gain. All right, guys.